How you going, guys? Aaron from Working About here, and today I'm gonna try my luck on making a scab for me two-wheeler motorbike. Originally, I wanted to just get a leather scabbard for what you usually use just on a saddle for a horse, and just make one and make a bracket and bolt it to it on the bike. There is another guy I see on YouTube who's done one just out of an old leather scabbard, and basically that's what I wanted. The only problem I had is the scabbards I could only come across in Australia, available online, with just the unscoped scabbard, and yeah, I want mine for my shotgun as well as my 223, what's got a scope on it. So I tried my luck at a couple of places, couldn't get one for it. I didn't want to spend $300-400 on a scabbard for what I'm going to drill holes in, so I was only prepared to, a couple $100, $100-200, one pulled me up there. But I ended up trying to get onto a mob in the States, what actually did kind of like a waterproof material scabbard for ATVs, two-wheelers as well as horses, but unfortunately they didn't want to return my emails, so I was kind of buggered on that one. I got onto a couple of leather workers to make me one up, but yet again they're all busy, so I kind of went, bugger it, I'll just make my own. And I thought I'll just get a standard gun bag and just mount it onto it. When I went to the gun shop to get a gun bag, I was lucky enough to come up with a poly PVC canvas bag, I think they call them, just a PVC material, it's kind of waterproof, whatnot. So I was just like, well, it's the next best thing. I think this will work perfectly. The bag I've got is actually shorter than my rifle, so it's a little bit shorter than the rifle bag. It's good because I want my stock to stick out of it a little bit, and I didn't want to go too big of a bag because I wasn't too sure how the motorbike's going to handle it. But yeah, we'll just have a look and show you how I'm going to mount it. Righto, so I'm thinking how I'm going to mount it is basically the bag will go up the zipper out, kind of like this, and make a bit of a frame for it. I'm not too sure how it's going to work, but the only thing I'm running across now is the indicator is in the road, so I try to get it close as I can. But yeah, I suppose all I'm going to do is we'll start pulling it apart and see if we can make up a bit of a frame. I do want to make it so it's detachable. There's no point having it on there all the time, and I just want to make it easy. But who knows, I kind of half got an idea how it's going to work, but only one I'm going to find out is when we get into it. There we go, so what I've done is made up these two brackets. Just a little bit of a kink in them to follow the gun bag. So basically I'm just going to put one on one side, the other one's going to go on the other side. And I've got these bolts here, these little I think they're M10s with wing nuts on them. So basically I'm just going to get a soldering iron and just put a soldering iron through the holes just to melt through it. I don't want to drill through it, because at the end of the day, once it comes off when I'm not using it, it's still going to use it as a gun bag. But this might work, this might not work, so see how we go. But yeah, so I'll melt some holes in it. Essentially I'll just have a bracket each side and I'll just sandwich it in. One of these bars are going to be welded to the brackets on the bike. Yeah, so pretty much it's going to be like I got this bit of angle line bolted onto the fork bolts, so that's going to be the main bit I'm going to work from. But should be kind of something like this, and I'm just going to go a flat bar out to it. I'm going to put slots in it so I can it'd be adjustable, because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to put it on and it'd be too far forward or too far back, so I'll probably do the holes in the bag and yeah, once I get the holes in the bag, then I'll throw me bolts in and see how she looks then, and then I'll start working out kind of mounting system I got from the plate to the bike. Rightio, got all the holes done. I think the old soldering iron done a bloody good job at that. It's pretty easy. And you can actually still unzip the whole thing. I thought putting the ones I put the bolts in I wouldn't be able to unzip it, but it's worked out pretty well. I was going to put a bit of hose over it so my rifle don't rub on them, on that the bolts, but by the looks of it is by the time I close it up, this top of the padding will actually sandwiches in there, and I think should protect it. But if it does start rubbing, I'm just going to put a little bit of hose in there. So it's coming along good. Done that, and yeah, we've got the bracket on the bike now. So this one here, I just obviously relocated the indicator back a bit more because the indicator was here, and so yeah, I just put him back there. The aim of the game is this will stay on the bike, and these brackets here, ones, I'll just take that bolt out. I just tack welded a little nut on the back there, one on the top here. So yeah, when I pull the frame off, that will stay on, and these will come off. Righto, we'll throw it all together and see. And there it is, all bolted on. It's kind of half come up how I thought it was going to come up. So my shotgun in there, I can zip him right up. My pump action, I'm pretty sure fits in there too. 308, but my 223 just sticks out. Quite happy with it. What I've got to do before I do go too far is I'm just going to put a little bit of flat bar in here, so when a vibration and that, the brackets don't want to go down, so I'll put a bit of flat in there so it can't turn. And I was going to make this bottom one adjustable so I can adjust it in, like tilt it forward and back, but I mucked around with it for a little bit, and yeah, it didn't matter which way it sat, I could still get the rifle out pretty easy. But yeah, we'll grab me your rifle and we'll poke him in and see what he looks like. Oh yeah, I got my 223 here, no fault, and she's all clear and all that, you know, safety first, yes. I know it's going to be pretty heavy, like when I'm riding, but I'm not going to be planning on going down the highway with it. Yeah. Just sticks here, 223, but I didn't want to get a bigger bag. I'm quite happy with this size bag, but you know, I suppose it's mainly for when you're going along somewhere, want to hop off and go for a walk. I don't think you'd be chasing anything with it, but I'm mainly at this stage you'd be just after pigs here. But I'm quite happy with that. Like I can even rest on it. Also I got my mirrors, I don't know if I keep my mirrors on there while I can ride around the trees, but it's a bit rural, but I reckon bloody do the job perfectly fine. What we're going to do is get him sorted out today, and I'm going to take him out, give him a run tomorrow, but see how it goes. Pull him out and I'll throw me a shotgun in there. I think that'll be the go. Best thing about this little fella, it's only tiny, so I reckon it'll be good. I can roll him right down in there. zip him right up. Try a bit of ammo or whatever that in there, but hey, it looks like it'll do the job, but wait till tomorrow, wait till we give him a go. But so basically I'll just give him a bit of a coat of paint, throw them brackets on, then a bit of flat bar so they don't want to move, and yeah, even with it on, you can still see my indicator, so that's a bonus. And with these brackets here, I just put a little bend in them, so it kind of kicks it back this way a bit, so it's not perfectly straight. But yeah, I think it was 120 bucks for the bag. And yeah, look, if it doesn't work, all I got to do is just undo my bolts, take it all off, put my indicator back, and then, you know, these, I've got a couple of 6 little holes in my bag, and I can still use my bag. But what I was thinking of is getting a little bungee cord and pulling a bit of a bungee cord around here, back to the bracket here, so the bag don't want to flop around, but I don't imagine it'll do. But think of a little bit of trial and error tomorrow, and I guess we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'll give him a run tomorrow. Then, so taking her out for a test run, I'm quite happy with it actually. Yeah, well, obviously having the rifle in it on one side made it a lot heavier on the steering. It wasn't too heavy. I thought it was going to be a lot heavier than what it was. Yeah, I didn't have any dramas getting the rifle in and out for a shoot. Also, it's good now. It's a bit rigid, but it's going to I can lean on the top of the bag pretty well. That was good. I can lean on the mirrors there, but the mirrors are probably not going to be on there all the time. Only problem, so I could do 70, 75, 80 k's down the road. It was pretty comfortable. It didn't want to pull too much. It was fine. I didn't get too much of the speed wobbles up, but I'll put it this way, I wouldn't want to be running down the highway with it on. So I guess, and it's only made to be when you're out hunting, poking around. But yeah, did have a problem. There is a problem with it. Gravel roads are fine, bush tracks. Problem I have with it is sand. Where we were running along, there's a few sandy creeks, and because it's so heavy one side, as soon as I started riding in the sand, it just wanted to pull to the right real hard, and then by the time I started pulling, you pull to the left, and next minute before you know it, you start doing fishtails. But now I know it doesn't handle too well in the sand, but I just took the sand a little bit more steady every time I went through it. But overall, I'm very happy with it, how it is. It's actually rubbing when I go full lock. It does rub on my guard there a bit, but being a soft bag, it pushes in. All I try to do is try not to go full lock too much on it. But yeah, overall I'm pretty happy. Just to recap it, it's pretty much 30 by 30 angle line for the top section here, bolts into the fork mounts, what do you want to call them. Then I just got 30mm by 3mm flat bar, what comes off that. And then yeah, just got some bolts with wing nuts on it so I can remove it. And then yeah, just a 30mm by 3mm flat, what runs down both sides of the bag. And then with the handles, I just crossed them over and just got this little pull tight strap that just stops the bag from flopping around. And realistically, if I want to take it off, it's just under that strap, take my wing nuts off, and I can take my bag off. It's going to be raining or something like that. But if I want to take the whole frame off, all I got to do is undo these 2 bolts here. That comes off, and I can ride around normal. In my process of it, when I tied the bike down on the truck, I broke my indicator, so we'll add that to it. Good. Overall, I'm at this stage, I'm real happy with it. Well, hopefully it gives a bit of help out there, because when I tried to find one to put on my bike, it was a bit of a pain in the ass. But these poly gun bags are pretty much nearly every gun shop now, so you don't even have to do up the poly bags. It's just a standard bag will be fine. Oh well, thanks for that, and hopefully that's handy for you guys.